Resolved that upon the recommendation of Jacqueline Zor-Smrek, Deputy Village Attorney, the Board of Trustees hereby approves a settlement of tax certiorari matter with Columbia Gardens LLC for the property known as 577 Fulton Avenue, Hempstead, New York, in a total of $10,000 for the tax years 2016/17 through 2023/24.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Keisha Marshall, Village Attorney, that the Mayor and Board of Trustees hereby approves to enter into an agreement with Tyler Technologies for reassessment update.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Keisha Marshall, Village Attorney, that the Board of Trustees hereby authorizes the appointment of Sharnice D. Gully, Esquire, as Special Prosecutor in the Village Court for the period commencing February 21st, 2024 to April 7th, 2025, at a rate of $40 per hour.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Mayor Hobbs, hereby appoint and or approve the following to the position of Village Assessor for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Name, Rhonda Patton Messidor. Title change, Department Title Grade, Assessment, Village Assessor. Base salary, $125,000 a year upon approval.
Move. Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith? Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Richard Holland, Police Chief, the Mayor hereby appoint and or approve the following to the position of Police Sergeant for the Incorporated Village of Hempstead. Name, Adam Wade. Promotion, Department Title Grade, Police, Police Sergeant. Base salary, $175,828 a year upon approval.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Joe Gill, Village Treasurer.
I'm sorry, 1 second. So again, if you would like to address the board, now is the last opportunity to bring up a sheet because we're getting ready in our business portion and we won't be taking any more sheets.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Joe Gill, Village Treasurer, all meeting bills audited by the Board of Trustees on check warrant dated February 20th, 2024, be approved as previously reviewed.
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes. All right, Renee Bethany.
Ren Bethany, 61 William Street, Hempstead. I'm just wondering if there's any news about that, the garage, the multi-tier garage behind St. George's, which I know that it can't be parked in. I just wondered if there's been any progress made on what to do with it.
Sure. We're in the process now through our legal department and our building department of having it deemed officially as it has it, and then to get it removed.
So it's not officially deemed unsafe yet? I thought it was.
We're in the process of getting it officially deemed unsafe, and then it will be removed. So I said we're in the process, so that means no, it's not.
Okay, no, I just remember it being talked about early in 2020, and I just wondered what's going on with it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Catherine Gary.
Good evening. It appears that you went into executive session for 2 items, and I would like to know the name of the cases that were discussed.
You can submit a FOIL request and we'll respond.
I cannot hear you.
You can submit a FOIL request and we'll respond to you in writing.
Well, why wouldn't you know what?
It's not that we don't know, that's the procedure, and you know. submit a FOIL request, and you'll get that information. When we go into executive session
I'm not
for
asking-
litigation, when we go into executive session to discuss litigation, that's why we go into executive session, because we cannot discuss it in the open forum. But you have a right to submit a FOIL request and get that information.
Right, so if I submit a FOIL request, you'll probably say, you're not going to tell me. So it's no use to submit a FOIL request.
So
because
why
I
ask
would
now?
like
So
to-
why ask? Why ask?
now?
What?
Why
Why
ask
ask?
now if you know the answer?
Well, because I know the way you operate.
The way I operate, you
Right.
submit it through the
Because
legal
There's
department.
no reason why you can't say it right now.
Absolutely. According to the open meeting law, you do not discuss litigation in a public forum.
Right.
That's the law.
You do not discuss it in public forum, but when you go into executive session, you should be naming the case that you're discussing.
So, Ms.
I'm
Garrett,
just asking for the name of the case.
again, you have to request a
I'm
FOIL.
not asking for the discussion.
You have to submit a FOIL and you get that information. I know you're Catherine Gary Esquire, but if you want that information, submit a FOIL request. Thank you. Ms. Letha Smith,
I would like to
her
know-
question was
I
asked.
didn't
tell
finish
you.
my questions. I would like to know how many cases are before, how many lawsuits are there in progress in the village right now?
Again, if you want to answer that, you can submit a request in writing, because you're asking me a very big question. Submit a request in writing for exactly what you want, and we'll respond to you according to the FOIL law.
I see.
Ms. Gary, I don't know that number offhand,
Yeah.
anyway, if I did know the number, that's the procedure you need to follow.
I see. I just, feel the people in the
Miss,
community ought to know how
Ms.
many
Smith?
lawsuits are pending.
Good evening.
good evening.
Letha Smith, 482 Front Street, apartment 3C, Hempstead, New York. My first question is, on Friday, well, first of all, let me say this. On Friday, the landlord had somebody come in the building and paint the walls where the water was coming down from the roof or whatever. From my understanding, Trustee Dan, you said that Joe Simone said it wasn't a problem with the roof. But I have pictures tonight to show all the problems that we have in the building, and that the landlord is not taking care of it. Here's a picture of a fire door from the roof. The door is not even flush. God forbid if a fire or something break out. Shouldn't this be tight? The door should be sealed. There shouldn't be no air coming through the door, no light coming through the door. Both emergency doors up at the roof are like this. These are the pictures of the wall when the water came down, when we had that heavy rainstorm. This is what happened to the walls. These are cracks upstairs where the fire door, these is what the ceilings look like, okay? You can't say it's not a problem with the roof if we have water stains and the ceilings are peeling from, looks like on trash day. This is kind of garbage. Rodents come around because they don't pick up the trash, and when the trash is picked up, this is the excess trash that's left out there from the pickup. Here's more pictures of the ceilings. I have pictures of the foundation where the cement is disintegrating from outside. There's something needs to be done about this landlord not taking care of this building. This building is decaying. It's gonna be unsafe eventually if you don't take procedures to take care of this building. We pay rent. We shouldn't live like this. If he lived there, he wouldn't wanna live like this. But the building's not being kept clean. The rugs are so nasty and got so much stains in it. He need to take it up. We don't know if mold is up underneath that carpet. And you got families that have children in there. And I wanna know, did Joe Simone and them come out and check this after they came out there on Friday? What's happening? What the building department is doing? We have complaints, we haven't heard anything. So what are we supposed to do?
That's all your questions?
That's my question.
Okay, all right. So, as the deputy mayor said, he spoke to the superintendent of the building department. They have issued summonses to that landlord. He has dates to appear in court, and that's the process. Besides issuing summonses, making them come to court, there's nothing else that's in our power to do but summons him for violations and have him stand before a judge. We don't have the authority to go in there and fix anything. That's not within what the village does.
But did they come back to check to see what they call themselves doing?
Okay,
Has that been written up? You understand what I'm
I
saying?
definitely understand what you're saying, but this is my first time hearing this request, so I have to ask him.
Okay, can I have a copy of all the complaints that we made? If I go to Joe, can we get those copies of the
Right.
complaints that was made?
Right, you can do that, but you have to also submit what is called a FOIL request, Freedom of Information. You contact the legal department, tell them what you're looking for, and they'll lead you in the right way.
Okay,
Okay?
So you can send that request to the clerk's office
I would-
directly, and then they share it with the legal department.
okay,
Just so we have it all channeled the right way.
okay, thank you very much.
I would actually like to add to that because I actually went down to the building on Friday. And while I was there, a lot of people, residents came out to actually, discuss what was taking place inside this building. I did speak to Mr. Simone, and he did tell me that they did give summons, just so you know. But however, they do have to come to court in order for that process. But I guess what really baffled me is the fact that this man owns so many apartment buildings in this village. We have to look closely to see what we can do to stop people from coming in, buying all these apartment buildings and renting them and doing the same thing over and over. I don't know if this is something that can be done, but I do want this board to take a look and see if it's possible, because the complaints that I heard and what I saw, the pictures doesn't even add up. So thank you so much for coming and facing your complaints.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And so, thank you, and I'll get to you with that information when you go through the FOIL request. And I'm also going to recommend that, since you did go to the building,
I did.
that you look into what means legally we could do, and we'll support it as a board, all right?
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
I thank
Can
you.
You're welcome. Could I get a motion to close?
Motion.
Boone motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Trustee Daniels?
Yes.
Trustee Burrows?
Yes.
Trustee Griffith?
Yes.
Trustee Boone?
Yes.
Mayor Hobbs?
Yes.